You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Subscribe to our channel for new story. Story title, The Flower Queen's Daughter. A young prince named Theodore was riding through a vast meadow that stretched as far as the eye could see. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the land. As he enjoyed the serene beauty, he came across a deep, open ditch. Just as he was about to turn aside, he heard faint cries coming from the ditch. Curiosity and concern led Theodore to dismount his horse and approach the sound. To his surprise, he found an old woman at the bottom, her frail body barely visible. "Help me, please," she cried out. Without hesitation, Theodore bent down and carefully lifted her out. "How did you end up here, dear lady?" Theodore asked gently. "My son," the old woman began, her voice trembling. "I am a poor woman. Early this morning, I set out for the neighboring town to sell my eggs at the market. But I lost my way in the dark and fell into this ditch. I might have remained here forever if not for your kindness." Theodore, seeing her struggle to stand, said, "You can hardly walk. Allow me to take you home. Where do you live?" She pointed to a distant edge of the forest, over there in a little hut. With great care, Theodore helped her onto his horse and led them to the hut. Upon arrival, the old woman dismounted and said, "Wait here a moment. I wish to give you something." She disappeared into her hut and returned swiftly. "You have a kind heart, Prince Theodore. You deserve a reward. Would you like to marry the most beautiful woman in the world?" Theodore's eyes sparkled. "Indeed, I would. The most beautiful woman in the world is the daughter of the Flower Queen, but she has been captured by a dragon. If you wish to marry her, you must first set her free. I will help you." She handed him a small silver bell. "Ring this bell once, and the king of the eagles will come to your aid. Ring it twice, and the king of the foxes will appear. Ring it thrice, and the king of the fishes will help you. Now farewell, and may heaven prosper your undertaking." As she spoke these words, the hut and the old woman vanished as if they had never been there. Theodore realized he had been speaking to a good fairy. Pocketing the bell, he rode back to his castle and told his father of his quest to rescue the Flower Queen's daughter. The next morning, Theodore set out on his journey. He traveled for a whole year, traversing vast lands and enduring many hardships. His horse perished from exhaustion, and he himself faced hunger and fatigue. Despite his struggles, he found no trace of the Flower Queen's daughter. One day, Theodore arrived at a humble hut where an ancient man sat outside. "Do you know where the dragon who holds the Flower Queen's daughter lives?" Theodore asked. The old man shook his head. "I do not. But if you follow this road for a year, you will find my father. Perhaps he knows." Thanking the old man, Theodore continued his journey. After another arduous year, he reached another hut. There, he found an even older man and posed the same question. "No, I do not know," the old man replied. "But go straight along this road for another year, and you will reach my father. He will surely know." Once more, Theodore set out, his resolve unwavering. After a third year of travel, he reached the final hut. The oldest man of all sat before it. "Do you know where the dragon who keeps the Flower Queen's daughter lives?" Theodore asked. The old man nodded slowly. "Yes, the dragon lives on that mountain. He sleeps for a year and remains awake the next. But to see the Flower Queen's daughter, you must climb the second mountain. The dragon's mother lives there, and she hosts a ball every night. The Flower Queen's daughter attends these balls." Filled with hope, Theodore climbed the second mountain. There he found a magnificent golden castle with diamond windows. As he approached the gate, 7 dragons blocked his path. "What do you seek?" they demanded. "I have heard of the beauty and kindness of the mother dragon and wish to enter her service," Theodore replied. Flattered, the eldest dragon said, "Come with me. I will take you to her." They passed through 12 splendid halls made of gold and diamonds. In the 12th hall, the mother dragon sat on a diamond throne. She was the ugliest creature Theodore had ever seen, with 3 heads and a voice like croaking ravens. "Why have you come here?" she croaked. "I have heard of your beauty and kindness and wish to serve you," Theodore said boldly. "Very well," the mother dragon said. "But first you must look after my mare for 3 days. If you fail to bring her home safely each evening, you will be eaten." Theodore led the mare to the meadow, but no sooner had they arrived than she vanished. Desperate, Theodore remembered the bell and rang it once. the king of the eagles appeared instantly. "I know what you seek," the eagle said. "The mare is galloping among the clouds. I will summon my eagles to capture her." By evening, thousands of eagles drove the mare back to Theodore. He returned her to the mother dragon, who marveled at his success. "You may attend my ball tonight," she said, giving him a cloak made of copper. At the ball, Theodore saw the Flower Queen's daughter. She wore a gown woven from the world's most beautiful flowers. While dancing, Theodore whispered, "I have come to set you free." The princess smiled. "If you bring the mare back safely on the third day, ask for a foal as your reward." The next day, the mare vanished again. Theodore rang the bell twice, summoning the king of the foxes. "The mare is hiding in a hill," the fox said. "I will gather my foxes to find her." By evening, the foxes returned the mare. Theodore received a silver cloak from the mother dragon and attended the ball. The Flower Queen's daughter whispered, "If you succeed tomorrow, wait for me with the foal in the meadow." On the third day, the mare disappeared once more. Theodore rang the bell thrice, and the king of the fishes appeared. "The mare is hiding in a river," the fish said. "I will gather my fishes to find her." By evening, the fishes returned the mare. Theodore led her to the mother dragon and asked for a foal as his reward. Pleased, she granted his request and gave him a golden cloak. That night, Theodore attended the ball but left early. He waited in the meadow with the foal. At midnight, the Flower Queen's daughter arrived. Placing her in front of him on the foal, they rode swiftly to the Flower Queen's palace. The dragons soon discovered the escape and woke their brother. Enraged, he besieged the Flower Queen's palace. But the queen caused a forest of flowers to grow so dense and high that no one could penetrate it. The Flower Queen welcomed her daughter and Theodore. "You have shown great bravery, Prince Theodore. I will gladly consent to your marriage. However, my daughter must return to me each winter when the earth is barren and covered in snow. In summer, she may stay with you." Theodore agreed, and they were wed with great celebration. The couple lived happily, their love growing deeper with each passing day. When winter came, the Flower Queen's daughter returned to her mother, but she always rejoined Theodore in the spring. Their life was a cycle of joyous reunions and bittersweet farewells. Despite the seasonal separations, their bond remained unbreakable. Each summer, they celebrated their love anew, cherishing every moment together. And so Prince Theodore and the Flower Queen's daughter lived happily ever after, their hearts forever entwined, enduring the seasons of life with grace and unwavering love. If you like this story, please give this video a like. For more stories, go to bedtimedreamytales.com. See you in the next story.